Hello again, it's me. How are you? I've been bad. I've been bad about making videos. I have actually been putting up videos up on Twitch, actually. So you should go check out Basics of the Game on Twitch. I have been posting those up, and I'll include a link in the show notes. But I've been bad about putting up videos here for various reasons. And I want to work on that. And one of the things I'm going to do that is to do more of these vloggy, sort of talky, like just talk for a few minutes. And I'm also going to concentrate on things that I love, like I said in my last video. So, real quickly, this time I'm just going to talk about why I love Eberron. Eberron's a popular setting these days. I think one of the things that I like about Eberron, one of the things that has always been compelling to me is that the conflicts are different there. It's not your standard, here's an orc empire over here that's, uncivilized barbarian orcs coming down here. And then you have, like, these few sort of disparate nations with their sort of pseudo-European origins, and you're basically just playing adventurers going and digging through dungeons. All of those things exist in Eberron, but the base conflicts in the world are different. It just ended a 100-year war in the past few years. So there's a lot of leftover lingering tensions because wars don't end for people who were in them. They stay with the people that are in them. And given that it was only a few years after this 100-year war, the war may be over, but it's not over for the people. And that is one of the basic conflicts. I think that's really compelling. I find the notion of the Dragonmark houses super compelling. It's changing the power dynamic from, kings and queens and, evil despots, and moves it into a sort of a recognizable mercantile world that we may be familiar with. Sure, it's noble families, but a lot of their power boils down to economics. And that is part of their makeup, rather than some sort of, right of kings or anything like that. I find that super compelling. I like the notion that monsters are, that they're not just the way they are in other settings. So, in Eberron, the monsters sometimes are humans in some regards, whereas the people that you would normally associate with being monsters are just from different civilizations. Some of those civilizations have fallen. Like, there was a whole goblin nation that existed long before the humans showed up in Corvair, and some of them remember it. Sure, they may have some anger management issues, but they also remember their noble past, and some of them are trying to reclaim that. There are vampires that are not completely evil. There are some dragons that normally would be evil dragons, but maybe aren't in Eberron. And vice versa. Some of the ones that would be good guys are not necessarily good guys in Eberron. There's a lot of the same things that you love D&D, that you've always loved in those settings, are there, but the setting reframes them and makes them different and interesting. Drow are removed from that sort of dubious story that is found in Forgotten Realms and Greyhawk, where they're basically the dark-skinned guys are evil, which I don't think that the guys who originally wrote Drow were thinking, right, we're going to make the black people evil. But they also didn't put a bunch of other dark-skinned people in their books. So the only dark-skinned examples that they have in their game for a long time are shown to be bad guys. That was a subconscious. I don't think anybody was, like, thinking about it. they didn't realize it, but, I have friends who are of African-American descent. They definitely noticed. They were like, yeah, why are all the black people evil? So I get that. Eberron reframes the Drow and gives them a different origin that is compelling and interesting, but without that sort of baggage. It's filled with cool concepts like the Warforged, the Kalishtar, the changelings. The changelings are so fascinating. They basically can have multiple identities, and that's super cool. Shifters. There's so much going on there. This whole notion of magic as technology is excellent. I recommend Eberron to people. Check it out. If you're looking to change up your D&D experience, Eberron's a good choice. I was a huge fan when it came out. I started to fall off of being playing it as much once 4th edition came out. But the new book is out, and I really like it, and I'm really liking where things are going with it. So, yes, Eberron, one of the things I love. And I will do my best to make more videos. In fact, I will do one tomorrow. I'm doing these as I come home from work as a way to sort of wind down, and winding down by saying, hey, this is a thing I love. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and be safe out there.